So first, is it satisfying in any way when 2 or 3 snaps into the game, you're having a defensive end drop back, and he makes the interception, dropping into coverage?
You know, the good part about that, he did his assignment, and we told him, I mean, they're not going to see him drop and do that, and we'll drop him a few times, and they might throw it to you, just catch it. And usually those guys, I think our ball skills are terrible. We got a lot of work to do on that. I mean, we dropped 3 or 4 interceptions tonight that we should have had. We weren't good enough on 3rd down. I think we're 7 of 18 on 3rd down. That's not good enough. And then we shouldn't have let them score. I mean, we didn't make very many plays in the secondary, whether it was the linebacker or secondary in coverage. We're getting plenty of pressure. They weren't feeling good back there, and we got to make those plays. In close ball games, those are the plays that separate you from winning and losing. So the positive is we won. They played pretty hard. I don't think they played up to our standard yet. We got a lot of work to do there. But it's a lot easier to fix those things when you win than it is when you lose. So Tuesday will be a lot of fun for them, let me tell you.
Tackles for loss and sacks were way up there. Did it surprise you a little?
If we came hard, I knew they'd have a hard time. The thing is, when people don't go against what we do, it's hard for them. When you see it 3, 4, 5 years in a row, you kind of can build a little something. So it wasn't surprising to me that we I was surprised we had 9 sacks. I mean, that was a little bit more than what I anticipated, but they came hard. They did a nice job. Give the players all the credit in the world, because without good players, you're not going to be any good. I mean, I didn't make one play, one tackle tonight. It was all them, so it was good.
How do you think assignment-wise everything went? It was pretty sound?
No. I think we made quite a few assignment errors, which good football teams make their most improvement between week 1 and week 2. Because you can teach off of stuff from a different speed going against somebody else. They get tired and cranky during camp. So the good thing is we have a lot of teaching tape tomorrow that we can get a lot better. And we can get better between now and next Saturday. Should be a fun environment and a fun, good game.
Week 1, you usually like to keep the playbook maybe just crack just a little open. Were you able to do that for the most part?
We were pretty simple in the second half, because it really wasn't about being vanilla. We need to work on our fundamentals. We need to get those guys dropping in the right spot, dropping the right way, reading their keys, and so we called a lot of the same stuff in the second half to try and get better, not to show anything. I mean, I don't really care what people know we do. They can try and stop us if we come hard. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's all about playing hard. If you play hard, good things happen. When you miss tackles, there's 2 or 3 more guys there to make the tackle. I mean, we don't do anything magical. They played hard and they did a good job tonight.
I know it's something you guys worked on in the fall, but was all the player substitutions, did that all go smoothly?
Yeah, I don't think we'd have any substitution errors. I thought there was a lot of looked like musical chairs out there for a while, which is good. They were fresh. So yeah, I think it worked the way we planned it.
You guys really suffocated their run game. What do you think was key to that?
We had more guys in the box than they could block. I mean, that was the idea going in. We were going to try and make them throw the ball, see if we can win some matchups. Late in the second half, we were either dropping in the wrong place or we just didn't make plays in coverage. When we get a 4th and 10, we get good pressure. You should never give a 4th and 10. We got to make a play in coverage. And so, I mean, those guys are in the secondary are a little bit unlucky because I coach them. I mean, I coach the safeties and Coach White coaches the corners, and so we're going to put them in some bad positions sometimes because we expect them to make plays. And so, I'm not calling them out in the papers or anything, but they know our expectation, and I think they're good enough to make those plays, so we can fix those things. So that's good.
Does anyone ask you about Jalen Harvey and that hit yet?
You know, it's a good learning experience. Thank God that it worked out the way it did. That Daz didn't get hurt, because with Evan hurt, we were very. I mean, I was trying to go through my brain. If something happens to Daz, how are we going to fill that spot? Because we didn't have a guy that's practicing the Tillman spot, 1 rep. So I talked to a couple guys on the field about seeing where we could put guys if something happened. Thank God it didn't. We can learn from that. I mean, we talk about it. We want him to be aggressive and play on the line. You got to know when it's a quarterback. That was just a guy that hasn't played a lot of defense yet, being a little bit inexperienced, and it's an opportunity to learn. So thank God we won, and it worked out. But it'll be a good teaching tool.
Will he be out for the first
No,
half?
since it happened in the first half, he missed the second half of this game, so we can play next week.
How did Merlin and Darian and Afshari all look in the first game?
Like freshmen. Did some good things, did some bad things. So it was good. You know what? They played a lot. Played almost the whole game. So I'm proud of them. I mean, it's hard to come in here your first time. I mean, it's a different environment. Those guys are bigger and faster and stronger than you've ever played before. I mean, I think Stanley on a couple kickoffs He got knocked out a couple times, and he looked. It was good. It was a good experience for those guys, and like I said, winning handles a lot of things.
Do you think it was good to see Michigan State struggle the way it did on Friday, just to like have that message to your defense, like you just can't take any team lightly?
You know what? First games are really hard. I think in reality, you should give Utah State a lot of credit. That's a good football team. Matt Wells does a great job. They had a good plan. Their kids executed it, and Michigan State, they fought hard and they made plays when they had to make plays to win. And good football teams make plays when they need to make plays to win. So week one's always, I mean, Penn State, Appalachian State, what a great football game. And I would bet nobody in America would have thought that would have been great except for the guys in Appalachian State sideline. So you never know what you're going to get in week one. I'm excited to have them. It'll be a great environment. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people here, and the student section was awesome tonight. The fans were great. Hopefully we gave them something to come back and watch.
As far as season openers go, just kind of in a general sense, how was the performance tonight, just with some of the assignment stuff and things like that?
We won. Coach just, you're never happy. I mean, we should have shut them out. It makes me mad that we gave them points. You can always strive to be better, but winning is not easy. And those guys in there are having a fun time, and they deserve to, because you prepare all year for 12 guaranteed opportunities, and they won the first one. You can't win them all if you don't win the first one. So let them enjoy it, and we'll fix it tomorrow.
From an operational standpoint, was there anything that surprised you about tonight?
I was really disappointed in some of our. We were a little sloppy, and we had some penalties that we didn't need. I mean, we get a personal foul penalty for a guy running his mouth. We don't need to do that. I mean, we need to play on the edge and control our emotions, and those are things. I mean, in close ball games, it's the difference between winning and losing. So we'll address those things and make amends before we play again.
That was the penalty on Chase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, we had a lot of penalties as a football team, period. So we can address all those. And then, I think I saw at one point on the scoreboard we had 12 in like the third quarter. That's ridiculous. Good football teams don't do that. And so, like I said, good football teams make their most improvement between week 1 and 2. So hopefully we can address all that.